And welcome back to my Wonder World. It is a nice and beautiful day outside, and luckily it is no longer raining from all of the October stuff. Now, October, as always, which is like a really weird, I think, pattern for me, October was really weird, so I didn't really get all the stuff that I wanted to do done, but I think that's just okay, because we're back, and I think I'm ready to have a lot of fun, and I already have a huge idea for what to build before we get into all like the Christmas stuff later in the year. So, before I get myself yapping about any more things, because I know I will do that. I know I'll do that. I always do. I do it every single time. I think I'm going to go over here, get myself some breakfast, and then we can go get our doggies so that we can get started on the big build for today. Now, I've been talking about it for quite a while, so you guys might already know what I'm talking about, but of course I am talking about the cruise ship. So, if we can just go down here over to my kitchen, which is I think right over this corner. Yep, it is. Okay, nice. So I haven't forgotten the inside of my own home. We go over here and just press this button, get ourselves a cake from the fridge, and oh, I put it on the floor. I put it on the floor. Of course I would do that. How unsanitary, but I'm gonna eat it anyways. All right, perfect. So I think now we can go over to the cozy canine cabin through the tunnel. So I'm going to go over here and down this way, and I'll tell you guys more about what I want to do. So, I've been talking about the cruise ship for quite a while recently, and I've been very excited about it, but I haven't actually got started on it. I've had plans for it, actually, for quite a while. There's been a little pot of water in the ocean with a bunch of random blue wool blocks over it, and that's where I was originally going to put the cruise ship, but of course, you know, I kind of got a little bit distracted with things. I spent an absolute ton of time on the area in the Wonderland near the the Pumpkin Manor, where the Pumpkin King used to live, and actually the haunted house is now done, but the issue with that is it's now past Halloween, so doing it now might be a little bit weird, but who knows. Maybe we'll try to do like a Nightmare Before Christmas style horror thingamajig in that place, but yeah, all things considered, it's pretty cool. I think we'll do a little bit of like a pumpkin mini game of sorts where we try to build, not really build, but we tried to plant the best pumpkins, and yeah, we'll have a lot of fun with it. So we're not done with all the fall stuff just yet, even though it is past Halloween, but I thought I would say that before we get into what we're doing today. Anyways, let's get some doggies. So I haven't taken Citrus out, I don't think, so I'm gonna take Citrus, and you know what? I have to include Sprinkles too. I put Sprinkles in here for a video a while ago, but I didn't actually do the video, so Sprinkles has just been kind of sitting in the corner. So we'll take Citrus, Sprinkles. Who else is like the main dogs with like the most attention to them? Cassetti. I feel like Cassetti's up there, but I think we'll take Hako and Moro. I think these are like the main four at the moment. I apologize for any favoritism. I do have a bad history of having some favoritism with my pets. But yeah, if we go this way, I'm going to take all my buddies with me. We can go over to the left. And I think there's like a little beach area that isn't like really built up, but it's right next to like the post office. So yeah, like right over here. There's a nice little area with a bunch of chests set up, and just beyond that, there's a little area that I prepared for any ships and stuff. I prepared it for an episode I was going to call Cargo Away, but I didn't actually finish it. So I think, instead of having the cruise ship be over there, we might actually have it set up here. It really does depend on how things go, though. I have some things. Oh, I changed it. I changed it to Blues Cruise. But yeah, over there, I think that's where I started on the cruise ship. I was going to move it over here. I'm not sure if I still will, because I did like the idea of having some other cargo ships over here, but you know, it's still on the table. Let's just see what we have. A bunch of random cakes over here for some reason, and a bunch of other empty empty barrels. I'm gonna take the last little crumb of this. I could have sworn though, I did set up some storage for this, but if I didn't, that's just fine. I'm just gonna take this opportunity. Oh, actually, you know what? I should probably sit you guys over here for now. So, you guys, I'm not taking you with me. Sprinkles, and let's sit you down, Citrus. So, all the way over here, maybe that's where I put all the stuff? I could have sworn I had set up a bunch of materials. So oh, there's a chest. There's a chest. You know, if I had some foresight, you know, maybe it is there. Hold on, let's see. That's so strange. That's so strange. I could have sworn. Okay, well, you know what? Seeing as I don't have the the capacity in my mind to prepare for these things, we might just spend the first half of this video just looking for materials to build the cruise ship with. But yeah, you know what? Before I get too far ahead of myself, let's just make sure that we're actually set with where we want to put this. So, right there, like, you know, that little patch with the wool blocks, it's not that bad of a place to put it, because that would give me space to build some other cruise ships in the future, and I really like the idea of doing that. Or I guess, like, maybe not cruise ships, but like cargo ships, and then that area can be like a cargo loading bay of sorts, and that would be really cool. So yeah, I think we'll put the cruise ship somewhere around here. Maybe that is a perfect place. I think maybe we'll put it out a little bit further into the lake. All things considered, it's pretty good. Oh wait, that reminds me, one more thing. Before I get started and I get all materials, I'm also gonna check these chests as well, just make sure. They're also empty. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm so unprepared for this. I could have sworn I spent like a good while preparing for this, but I didn't. But yeah, if we go all the way out here, you'll see this little section of land. Quite a while ago, I talked about blowing it up, and I did blow it up, and I've been going back and forth with this place for quite a while. But ultimately, I haven't actually filled it in yet. So there's a giant little area right here, which used to be a natural land bridge. I blew it up, and now it's gone. So there is, unfortunately so, a massive crater just in the middle of this little waterway. So I'm gonna have to fill that up eventually. I'm gonna get some science stuff put together. We don't actually have, we don't actually have Dr. Robin with us anymore to do any of the science stuff, so we're on our own. But all things considered, this should be pretty good, and I shouldn't have to get any of the big equipment out here, you know, in regards to, like, all the science stuff I have. I probably shouldn't mention that, though. That's, like, really secretive. I don't think I should be getting too deep into, all of the stuff I have in the little science lab, because, you know, we have the one part which is above land, the other part which is below, and anything that happens below land I really shouldn't be talking about, so I should really just shut up right now. But yeah, that's all the stuff I think that I wanted to ramble on about today. We're almost already done with a good day in Minecraft, so that means I've spent a lot of time talking to you guys about this stuff. So before I get myself any more, what's the word for it? I was gonna say taken away by this, but it doesn't make any sense. Before I get myself any more distracted with this, I think I'm just gonna take you guys to my storage room. And I think when we're there, we can get started on getting all the materials set up, and then we can, you know, just get started on the build itself, which is the most important part of what we're doing today. I am rambling an absolute ton today, but there's even more to ramble on about, because if you go down here into the storage area that I set up a while ago, you'll see that I decorated it. And I probably should have gone on about this in an actual episode, because things have been so weird recently with my YouTube channel and stuff. I've been kind of off of any schedules and like updating you guys on things, so this is a little bit weird. But I finished it. I finished the basement area, and now it's a bona fide little items place for us. So let me just fix this little area over here. I think I have some honeycomb set up in one of these chests. Right? Oh, I do. And also some extra pumpkin pies. Okay, perfect. Let me just wax this really quickly. There we go. Okay, but yeah, I set up some items. So, seeing as I didn't have the foresight... Oh, whoopsies, my controller disconnected. Seeing as I didn't have the foresight to actually set up the materials beforehand, I think what I'll do instead is just scour my items. Have I not set this up either? I could have sworn I set up the... Oh, I didn't set up the chests. I could have sworn I set up the chests. Well, seeing as I'm wholly unprepared for today, I think I'm just gonna have to go to the store and get the stuff. It's been forever since I've had to go to the store for things. Oh, I didn't take any Wonder Bucks. Uh-oh. It'll be fine. I have a running tab with Ronnie. I'll be okay. Alright, Ronnie! I didn't prepare, Ronnie! I need to buy things. I can't believe myself. Oh my gosh, there's so many blocks here. Okay, perfect. Let's see, any light blue blocks? There we go, light blue. Oh, just an absolute ton of light blue blocks. Okay, we'll take this. We'll take a lot of white blocks. I think that'll be good for now. I don't want to get too deep into the materials. I think we can deal with a lot of this stuff in a time-lapse later, so we'll be just fine. But I'm still very, very embarrassed by the fact that I've been taking so long to prepare for things. Why is it that I'm crouching, by the way? Oh, well. Alright, Ronnie, I don't have any money to pay you back with. The best thing I can do is give you some random stuff. You want random stuff? You want some honeycombs? You take the honeycombs, Ronnie. Take the honeycombs. That's my payment for today. I don't have anything on me but honeycombs. That's a lie. I have a lot more stuff, but I don't want to pay him all that much. So I did say that I wasn't sure where to put it. I think I'm gonna stick with my my guts. I think I'm gonna stick with my guts for this one. I think I'm gonna stick with what I was gonna do originally, and I'm just gonna build the place over here. So let's just go over here. Row, row, row my boat. Okay. And I think this is a good place to get started with it. It's gonna be an absolutely monumental build, so it's gonna take a lot of time, but I think we'll be good. Oh, whoopsies. I think we'll be just fine, and we'll be ultimately very happy with how things end up. It's gonna be a lot of fun to build, but I shouldn't be getting too ahead of myself with this one. Now, I don't ever set up any, like, schematics for my world and stuff. I'm not, like, a big YouTuber that does that kind of thing like Hermitcraft does. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna see how things go. I'm just gonna stick with my bones here, if that makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all, but I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with my guts. Oh, get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! No! I hate drones so much. Get out of here. Go! Get out! I think go out this way. I think I need to go one more block. And then we'll just build this way as well. We'll go in both directions, and we'll just see how things go. And then I think we'll have a time lapse. I really love doing time lapses. Anybody that's been watching my channel knows that I'm really, really good with time lapses. So, you know, if I get too, I guess, like, swamped, and I don't want to, like, put too much of the recording here with building, I can just switch that, and it'll be a really good time. How big do I want this to be? I'm assuming this is going to be, like, the front of it, so it's going to go out this way. Gonna stretch out that, in that direction. But seeing as it's a cruise ship, it is going to be really huge. Oh, whoops. Oh, whoopsies. Oh, well, I'll clean that up later. We'll have to go out just a bit this way for... Is this the bow, or is it the stern? I think this is, like, the stern of the ship. Towards the back of it, and the bow's the front. So, let's go this way. It is going to be relatively big. It's going to have, like, multiple layers and stuff. And it's going to be kind of like a hotel in the water. And we'll be able to take it out a bunch of places and do a bunch of cool stuff with it. But in terms of space, I think it should only go out about this far. I think this is good. This is good. Oh, no! They just spawned a skeleton jockey. Or a spider jockey. Oh, no! Okay, I shouldn't worry about that right now. I should just keep building. I'll go in just a little bit. Oh, whoopsies. That's perfect, actually, because my boots are depth strider. So, like this. This is good? I really want to... Okay, no, actually, we'll just continue with this a bit. And the back is going to be relatively square, but I think that's normal, because that's how most cruise ships are. And then we can just go from there. So let's just keep going with the blue. And as long as we don't hit land, I think we'll be good. Let's see. Is this good? Oh, yeah, this is actually good length. This is a good length. Okay, I'm going to trim this up here. So right here, I'm going to cut this off. Boop. And boop. And I think we'll be good then to fill things up. Now, before I get started on the time-lapse, I should go over what I want the pattern to be. So, I'm going to build up just a few. Now, the pattern I want for this, I want it to be primarily blue. So, we might switch to concrete later down the line from time-lapse. But we'll set this up, and we'll have a bunch of white stripes like this. So we'll have, I think, one, maybe two white stripes. And then for the next pattern... Oh, I fell in the water! Whoopsies! And then for the next pattern, we might do primarily blue with, or not primarily blue, but like primarily white with a bunch of blue stars. And I think this is going to end up looking really, really good. This might be a multiple episode long build. But that's just fine and dandy. I'm actually, like, totally okay with that stuff. I've done it a few times before. And it's not all that terrible, though it might mean, it might make YouTube a little weirded out. With YouTube, though, it's probably better to do all the things at once, but that's just fine. I'll be okay. I'll make it just fine, and we'll have a really cool cruise ship anyway. And, oh my god, I can't speak. I can't speak because I'm being attacked. Stop this. You're confusing me. You're making me confuse my words. Stop attacking me. Bad enough I have to deal with the skeleton jockey, or like the spider jockey. Get out of here. Get out! Hey, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna bite the bullet on this one. Come on. Bite me! Bite me! Oh wait, the spider doesn't actually, oh my god, excuse me. The spider doesn't actually attack me because the skeleton's on it. Perfect. Okay. We're good. That was way easier than I thought it would be. I'm gonna take this out a bit further. I think we're gonna get started on the time lapse after that. Ooh, it's gonna be so much fun! Do forgive me, by the way, for rambling this entire time. I've been very energetic recently, and I've been very, very excited about getting back to making more videos, if you can't tell. So I've been doing an absolute ton of rambling. But yeah, with that being said, with all my rambling out of the way, I think it's a better time than any to actually get started on the thing. So I'll get this all nice and fixed up, and at the end of the episode, we'll go over what I made, and we might even go over there to see if we can have any solutions to that little crater in the waterway. Yeah, with all things being said, the sun's coming up, which means that I'm going to get started on my time-lapse now. I'm going to put some fun music, and it should be a good time had by all, and I will see you guys in just a second. Bye! Alrighty, I'm back. I finished the entire cruise ship. Well, I mean, not the entire cruise ship. There's still more stuff to go on, or not go on, like, to build onto this thing. But yeah, for the most part, the shell, so to speak, is done. So the shape is complete, and it is such a massive change. To think that I had that little plot of, like, light blue wool, just, like, out in the middle of the ocean for so long, not really doing anything, and then I just, like, continued to build the entire cruise ship in this one episode, it's kind of absurd, honestly. It's kind of absurd. Okay, I'm gonna jump down into this little, I don't even know what to call this little space here. It's like this, little, like, nook, almost? Little gap of water here. It's like, I would say it's a river, but it really just goes nowhere. So, you know, it's just a gap for now. Prior to this, I did actually set, whoa! Whoa! Oh my gosh, Dolphin's grace with the depth strider is actually insane. He goes so quickly. I kind of got taken aback just a bit because I didn't think I'd completely overshoot where I was supposed to go. But yeah, we don't actually have the bottom part yet, so we don't have the entire area where the water actually stays below the ship. So it's very unrealistic, but that's just fine because I think, if anything, this looks really, really cool because now we have like a giant little Olympian-sized pool here. So it's not a mistake. It's a built-in feature, and I love it. I love it, and I'm not going to fix it until we end up doing all the fine details of this little ship here and all of that other nice stuff. All right, but next up, we have this little area. There are a few minor mistakes, I think, like stuff like this were just like kind of awkward and like the shape's all messed up. That's just fine. I was, for the most part, expecting that, but yeah. All right, so if I go in the free cam, I go beneath the ship. You can actually see it a little bit. It's pointing now. It points out this way instead of just being like a square. So I think that looks really good. It did look really goofy for quite a while. I will admit that if we go over here and we look at the ship, this whole bit would have been out there, and this would have extended over there and been a lot taller, and the whole thing would have been just a massive square, so not the best, but, you know, we fixed it. We fixed it. I mean, I don't know if this actually looks all that realistic, but, you know, I like it. I think it looks just fine, so I quite love it, and I'm gonna stick with it, and I don't think we're gonna change this part. Ooh, whoopsies. I don't think we're gonna change this little, like, part of the bow here when we do all the nice fine details. I think I'm gonna stick with this little shape, and we'll just have to build on top of it. Alright, so moving on from this little shape here, which I had an absolute ton of fun rambling on about, we can go up to the most important part of the build so far, which is like the deck. It's like the first floor, so to speak, and this is where all like the most important things are going to be kept at. So over on the left and right, we have these little hallways, which are going to extend from either side, so you can look over the edge of the cruise ship. You go in and out of your little rooms and stuff, and it's really, really nice for the ambient, I guess. I don't know how to put it, but there are these little escape pods here, and if you just jump overboard, you can just easily get in one. I think I'll have to get some extra little things like trapdoors and stuff. So if you really do need to, you can just throw yourself overboard and onto these things without, you know, needing to go down a whole floor to get in the escape pods. But yeah, eventually, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, eventually, this whole little area here is gonna have a whole new floor to it, so there will be rooms attached to these, or I guess like a hallway, so there will be easy access to all the escape pods without having to jump over the edge of the cruise ship. And if we go to the main part, I think like right here in the middle, this is where all like the cool things are gonna be. If we do have any rooms, it's gonna shrink this place just a little bit, but I'm thinking that over in this area, or maybe in the front, we can have just like a huge little hallway with a giant stairwell that goes like up and down through the deck. It'll lead up to like the next floor, and also this little area where the steering wheel will be. I don't know exactly how to put it, but like I think the captain's, I don't know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. Is it called the deck? Is it called? It's not the deck. It's not the deck. What is it called? What is like the front of the ship where everything's? Is that? What is that? The helm? I think that's not the helm. I'm being silly. I totally forgot my boat stuff, which is really, really dumb of me because I've been doing a lot of stuff with boats recently, considering like writing and stuff. So you'd think I know a thing about boats. But I still don't. I still don't know what the room where everything is controlled is called. I feel silly now. Well, anyways, yeah, that's all the most important things. We'll have a big old grand hall here, something in the future, and a bunch of rooms, and it's gonna be really awesome. And eventually, we'll be able to take this thing out to sea and go on a nice little like cruise ship journey. But seeing as winter's coming up, I don't think we're gonna do that quite yet. If we do that, we're gonna have to have like a whole bunch of like winter style things because the sea will be officially frozen over, and when that happens, it's gonna be really hard to get anywhere without, you know, breaking ice and things. So we'll just have to see where things go from here. But if we do get this done before Christmas, we could throw a massive Christmas party on here, and it would be a ton of fun. But yeah, with that being said, I think I should go down to the last thing I want to ramble about for today, which is what I showed you guys earlier. The little crater over there. I thought of a solution to it. And I was thinking about it, actually. TNT got me into the situation, so therefore, TNT should be the thing that gets me out of it. Forgive me, I'm making another boat. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that, but I'm going to do it anyways. Okay, get a boat here. So, anyways, I set up some water bombs. Basically, what I did was I got a bunch of sponges, I compacted them together, and I put TNT in the middle. And the best thing about that is I'll be able to blow them all up, and it's gonna rain so much water, because I have a ton of water compacted into the sponges, that it'll eventually fill up the entire crater, and the whole place will be just fine and dandy. Oh, there's a boat there too. I'm just leaving boats anywhere. But anyways, let me show you the compacted water bomb, and then I think we can do a little bit of a demonstration. Not the biggest thing. We might have to actually wait for the sun to go down for this one. But yeah, we'll do a little demonstration so I can show you how I can fill a small space of water, and then we'll set off the big thing. And maybe the next episode, I'm not sure when we'll do it, but sometime in the future, we're gonna set off the big water bomb. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna set off the water bomb today though, because that's a whole hassle to deal with, and also if it makes things rain for a little while, that's just gonna make me all messy and upset. So it might just be a good thing to wait for. Also, it gives me the chance to sit here and just admire the build today. Even though it's not finished, even though it's not like the best thing on Earth yet, or like the biggest, most impressive challenge build in Minecraft, it's still really pretty to me. I really love it. And to be honest, with the size of all the things in my world, I guess I can still call it a behemoth. So, you know, all things considered, just a really, really, really monumental and beautiful build, and I'm super duper proud of it. Anyways, that's enough of my rambling. Sun's about to set, so I'm going to show you all the massive water bomb. Alrighty, so if we pull up here and do our best to avoid all of the mobs, because there are some over there in the forest, or whatever's left of it at the moment, we can make our way down the crater to this tiny little TNT bomb thingamajig I set up with a little bit of flint and steel on the top. So it's going to be pretty straightforward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set off the TNT inside of this little sponge thing. Alright, so yeah, when I set this off, all of the water that's compacted in these sponges is going to fill this little area over here. And then if we go over here, I can show you guys the big TNT little water bomb thingamajig. I think you see a little bit over there in the distance right through all the... I was about to say death and destruction, but it's all stones. There really wasn't much death, just destruction. But yeah, right through here. I tried to put a little TNT logo on it, but it was pretty messy, so I couldn't actually put the entire thing there. I could only really fit like TN and then like half of a T. So it's like TN half T? I don't know how to put it. Like T, like 1.5 T's and 1 N. I'd say that's a good way of describing this. But anyways, there's a ton of TNT inside of that. And when I set it off, all the water should come right out and fill this entire area. But, you know, just to do a little bit of a demonstration for you guys, just now, I'm going to set off the other one. And it should fill up the entire place with water, I hope. If it just ends up dispersing all the water to this little area, that's not going to be really helpful. But, you know, progress is progress. And I know for a fact there's enough water compacted inside the big one in order to fill the entire space. So this should work out just fine and, you know, in my favor. So we'll be okay with this. And if it doesn't work, we'll just have to use more. We'll just have to use more sponges. But yeah, anyways, without me rambling anymore, let's light this up. Run away! And run away, because I don't want to get wet. I don't want to get wet. I don't want to get wet. Oh, it worked! It worked! It was actually just enough water to fill in the whole space. I got all of my, my little sponges back. Surprisingly enough, they're still wet. I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe there's a little bit of a bug there. But, you know, that's fine by me. It worked out just in my favor. Okay, so with that logic, applying that, like, little silly video game logic to the other little sponge bomb we have, this whole place should be able to fill up without me having to make any, like, extreme machines or use, like, absolute horrors of science in order to fill a place. Oh, that's such a relief. That's such a relief. If I had to use a machine on this place, I don't know what I would have done. It takes so much energy and so much time to actually get it working correctly. So, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm very happy this worked out. Oh, it started raining too! It started raining! I know I shouldn't say that it was my little sponge bomb that did that. But I'm still gonna do it. It's a bold-faced lie, I'm sure of it. But how impressive would it be? How impressive would it be if that, like, tiny little, blotch of wet sponges made the whole place start raining? I am joking, though. I'm joking, though. It's just a funny coincidence. Hopefully, though, when we set off the big bomb, it'll actually start raining. I think that'd be really, really cool, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh, the boat. Let me clean that up. Let me clean that up before we go home. Oh, wait. Oh, God, my inventory's full. Can I do this? Uh-oh. I'm just gonna toss out these wet sponges. Okay, hopefully that doesn't, count as pollution or anything. I want to get this other boat. I'm tired of leaving boats everywhere. I need to clean up after myself. I say after I immediately throw something in the ocean, it's, like, therefore pollute it. Oh well, let's not dwell on it. Let's not dwell on it too much. Oh, my controller is connected. Alrighty, so my dogs are still over here. Oh, they're in the rain now. Oh, they're in the rain now. Oh, it's thundering too. I have to get them home quick. Okay, I'm gonna leave my boat here. Because there's no point in, like, really, piloting it back around to the house. Let's get used to Sprinkles. Sprinkles really, really hates the rain because Sprinkles is a cat, so I assume the worst of this. But yeah, let's go, I think just in a beeline, just like straight, oh my goodness! Straight line to the canine. Wait, actually, wait a second. If I want to make a straight line to the cozy canine cabin, I could just go through here, and go through this door, because this leads up to the tunnel between my house and the cabin. Oh, yay! I knew it wasn't a mistake making this tunnel. I knew it wasn't silly of me. Oh my gosh, more thunder too. Woo! I guess it makes a lot of sense that the second that we do a big water-themed episode, it would start raining a ton. Alrighty, so I'm gonna sit you guys down here. Actually, I'm gonna close the door really quickly. I just left it wide open so y'all can be cold. Alright, so, can I get you all to come over here? Oh, y'all teleported. Good. Okay. Hako, Moro, and Sprinkles. Where's Citrus? Where did Is Citrus not here? Uh-oh. Tell me I didn't leave Citrus out in the rain. Oh, I'm gonna feel so bad. Citrus! Citrus! No! Oh my gosh, why am I always like this with my dogs? I always leave one of my dogs behind. No! Now I actually, like, feel like a terrible person. The first time around I was just being silly, but now I feel bad. Oh, wait, were you standing there the whole time? Did I just not see you, Citrus? Oh my gosh, I'm face palming so, oh my gosh. Citrus, I thought I lost you in the rain! Oh my goodness, okay. You know what, I know I said I wouldn't do it, but I'm taking the boat back. I'm taking the boat back, Citrus. Oh, don't swim to me, you're gonna make me feel bad. You know what, Citrus probably likes water, it's okay. You know, see me as he, like, voluntarily went into the water as it was raining. He probably likes it. It's okay. Alrighty, Citrus, can you actually follow me this time? And make sure I see you? Okay, there you go. Whew. He's still with me. Oh my gosh, I'm a terrible owner because either one, I'm right what I said earlier and I did leave him behind and I just needed to, like, reload him. Or he did actually come inside the house, I just never saw him. And therefore never made him made an account of him being there. Okay, sit down. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Okay. Now that we have all the doggies, I think I'm gonna go home. I know it's raining out and you'd think I'm silly for walking out in the rain. But I quite like the rain actually. I'm gonna take my hat off as well so I can get a little bit wet because I like that. I think I quite like that. Also, I'm putting my lighter on just because my inventory is such a mess. Oh wait, I can glide the rest of the way there. I can glide. Look at me go. I don't need the ground. Oh, wait, can I get bounced up on the trampoline? Oh, I missed it. Oh well. Alrighty, well, I would go down to the record store and get a new music disc for the day, but I have done so much recently that I think instead of doing that, I'm just going to put Chirp in the jukebox. I have had an absolute ton of fun playing on this episode of The Wonder World. It's just been so much. We've been so productive. Look at that. Look what we made. I didn't really technically do it in one day in the real world, so I guess it could technically be seen as like me dragging things out a bit. But who cares about that? Look what I made. Isn't it so cool? Alright, well, yeah. Anyways, I need to really stop rambling. You know me. You know I'm never going to stop doing that if I don't make myself. So, with that being said, I hope you had a ton of fun watching this, and I hope you had a absolute... I also hope that you're having a wonderful time doing whatever it is you're doing in the real world. Quick reminder, by the way, watching these to the very end actually helps way more than anything else. So, if you will, please do check out some of the other episodes of my world, or just any videos in general, because that helps an absolute ton. I love sharing my stuff, and it's the biggest reason as to why I keep going, because people enjoy it so much. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to stop myself after all this time, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!